Oh my goodness. Oh my. Hello there, welcome back to my channel. My name is SKYMAN Universe and your Star Wars quote for today. Another great one. Leave your quotes in the comment section down below. So today we're going to be reacting to episode 5 of Kenobi, and episode 5, how are we here already? We have surpassed the halfway point and we've got 2 episodes left. I don't know why in my head I thought we had 8 episodes, so I felt quite comfortable with all that we've had so far because there's plenty of time to develop. But now this week I saw that there was actually 6 episodes and I was a bit apprehensive and nervous and worried that how on earth they're going to jam-pack everything in, which makes me believe that it's actually going to be another season after this. I mean, I really hope there is, but I hope it's not being stretched out and elongated for the sake of making however many seasons, purely because of how important, how much we love Obi-Wan Kenobi, and sort of utilizing that just for, you know, the sake of making extra content. Because I feel like what we've had so far, if you were to think about it in a character development context, I mean, has anything really happened to Obi-Wan Kenobi? I mean, apart from him and Leia relationship, which has been really nice and endearing, but apart from that, has anything happened? Has anything really changed? I mean, if that was a movie, how much of that would have been in there? This is the thing which I always think when it's going to be a TV series instead of a movie. Sure, you say, yeah, you can have so many more episodes and more content, more this and that, but I think majority of it would have been cut out for a movie to keep it flowing, and there would be arcs and it build up and various important things will happen, and the vision is so much more bigger, and the scope's bigger as well, and it's more of a spectacle. And I think that's one of the things that Star Wars is, visually appeasing, and it's a spectacle experience as well, a spectacular experience. So I feel like maybe that was taken away from the Kenobi, which it can really have benefited from that, and have like the movie score and things. The score thus far, yeah, I'm not connecting with it. I do with the John Williams thing, and I've played Obi-Wan's theme relentlessly since I've heard it, but the Vader theme, where it's just sort of the drums and the deep things and it's sort of repetitive, you know, I don't think it really gives me that Star Wars essence, like the core. When we see Darth Vader, it doesn't bring forth like his character musically. Like the music's meant to be there to really sort of remind us of, you know, what's coming and what's been before, and you could use that in musical motifs and melodies and things like that, which would really have benefited this series a lot to make it seem more like a Star Wars movie. But yeah, it's kind of a strange thing that we've got 2 episodes left. I'm really excited to watch these last 2 episodes, purely because I think that you've got to jam-pack everything in there. There might not be a second series. I could be completely wrong. If that's the case, then yeah, so much has got to happen in these last 2 episodes, and I'm hoping that these are going to be like an hour long again, just like the first ones, just so it feels more of like a cinematic thing for me. So there isn't the whole sort of, you've got to have a start, you've got to have a middle, and then you've got to have an ending again. If that was a movie, it would just go straight through, you know, and then one start, one ending. It's great seeing Leia and Obi-Wan sort of be close together, and it's good because now you see why Ben Solo was called Ben Solo, Kylo Ren, because of probably what's built in this relationship here. But then it kind of sort of doesn't make sense when Obi-Wan sacrifices himself on the Death Star for Luke Skywalker and everyone to escape on the Millennium Falcon. Luke Skywalker's really upset, but Leia just sort of puts a blanket on Luke and says, yeah, it's okay. But surely she would be feeling just as upset, if not more so, at the loss of Obi-Wan Kenobi. So there's kind of, yeah, there's sort of things which I don't think it's keeping that in mind during this series. One thing I absolutely loved about the last episode was seeing Obi-Wan Kenobi back in action, doing the twirl. That was really nice, and seeing him in some Jedi robes, that was really cool. There are some really amazing moments which I love in this and I really enjoy, but I feel like if I was to tune into my ultra Star Wars nerd that lives within me, I can't help but feel like the story seems a little bit subpar and unimaginative, and it doesn't really develop Obi-Wan to the point that you think it's a story worth telling at the moment. So I'm really hoping that they're gonna do something special in these last 2 episodes, and if it is just 1 season, then by God, it's got to be pretty amazing, which makes me excited because perhaps they were just saving it for these 2 episodes and magical things are happening. I really want to see the Inquisitor. I hope that if there is other seasons that he doesn't just show up later on. But yeah, that would be really cool. I'd like to see the Inquisitor duel with Reva. That'd be really nice. And then, yeah, something more Imperial, I think. Like, I don't know, Darth Vader. I loved his castle. It looked more like Mustafar as well. But if you look at Episode 3 Mustafar, where it's just crazy chaos, volcanoes everywhere, it's a little bit more subdued where his castle is. But yeah, I'd like to see sort of more of an Imperial Empire feel, like some good old Star Destroyers, you know, that sort of stuff, with the Imperial March or something like that. Darth Vader's theme sort of intertwined in there. Something, the Empire is calm, collective, ominous, and evil. And I think something portrayed like that, where you see this sort of, this overpowering force just constantly looming over Obi-Wan Kenobi, you know, in a nice subtle way. They're just doing it, you know, the Empire way, and, you know, it's not chaos. And Reva, to me, sort of creates chaos within the Empire. But like her character, I'm sort of up and down there. I really want to see her in a well-written way. Like, she's got all the things that would make her a great Inquisitor, but it's just, I think they've just approached her in a very, very different way than how I would have. She could have been really cool. And I still think that they should have done an Inquisitor spin-off. And I think if they should focus on Reva, a new character, I would have really enjoyed that as well. Seeing a different context part of the Empire, I would love to have seen that. I just don't think she fits well into Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think it sort of draws away the attention from Obi-Wan as someone hunting him. We know who's hunting him. It's Darth Vader. And that's the focus has been Darth and Obi-Wan. But still, I'm still enjoying her character. It's just, I think a lot of the Kenobi is not how I would have done it, if that makes sense. But yeah, I could go on for days talking about Star Wars. But if I was to predict something for this episode for Obi-Wan Kenobi, please, just please, for in the name of the Galactic Center of the Republic, can Obi-Wan Kenobi go to Dagobah? It's just like a really special thing, which it's not even a fanboy thing anymore. It's like a thing that's in my heart, which I really want to happen, and that would be so special. If anything like that happens, that'd be really nice. I mean, Yoda's just sort of sitting there at the moment, you know, not communicating with Obi-Wan, but yeah, that's just sort of one love, and something like that would be really cool. Something to do with Dagobah, something to do with Yoda, something to do with Qui-Gon, and something to do with the Empire, Death Stars, Star Destroyers, you know, that good old stuff. Oh, one more thing I forgot to say. In the last episode where Reva, which I thought was really, a really bad scene, where the speeder is shooting down on Reva and she sort of hits it, twirls, hits another one, twirls, hits another one. You know what it's like to fly a snow speeder. You know how trigger happy you can be with that thing on Battlefront and other games as well. So that thing, I just found a little bit cringe there. But the solution to that would have been so easy. The Inquisitor has the lightsaber, which spins round. I always thought the Inquisitors as well, because they're not so good in the Force as Sith and everything, that they use the spinny thing to deflect blasters with ease. It's just a thing that they have, and that's what I thought happened in Rebels and things. So that would have been a really good idea to hold it up against the snow speeder, and then the snow speeder went forward more and more, and then it just holds it up, force lifts something, and then chucks it on the speeder. Can't remember that person's name. Inquisitor's Castle was pretty cool. I thought that was the original idea, but I haven't played Fallen Order, so I didn't realise so many of the scenes were just taken back. That was awesome. Obi-Wan with his lightsaber was great. Oh, her. I don't know if I'm a big fan of that sidekick of Obi-Wan's.
Never who I was.
Yeah, I feel like it's more about everyone else rather than Obi-Wan. He sort of just stands there most of the time. Yeah, that was cool. I love that scene as well, where Vader sort of stands over and he's just there looking down. I think they've done a really clever job of making him feel imposing with camera angles and the voice is all very well done, just missing the music, that's all. One does not simply skip the intro. They really changed it. I don't know if I saw Phasma there or not. Oh my god, straight onto Coruscant. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, oh my goodness me. Oh my god, I've got to rewind this.
I stand more of a chance this time.
Oh my freaking goodness me, I'm rewinding this. I don't believe it. Oh my god, you have no idea how happy I am. Wow. I've literally shivers. Wow. That was just brilliant. I can't believe it.
You have done well.
That's just the best.
Grand Inquisitor.
You got Grand Inquisitor. I feel sorry for the Grand Inquisitor. Looks like Geonosis. Obi-Wan, you look awesome.
Feels like being a real Jedi. It's not easy.
I like him. He's cool. What did I say about Vader on Star Destroyers?
Lock down the facility.
If we seal them in now, they can hold out for days.
I mean, they knew Leia was from Alderaan, so they could just skip to all that. Darth Vader could have gone right to the end and just waited with Bail. Cool. General Grievous would love that box. Oh my god. This is special. This is so special.
Aggressive, Anakin. Be mindful.
Mercy doesn't defeat an enemy, Master.
This is brilliant. This is just the best. I love it so much. I love that with beyond all expectations. Just the fact that they're calculating and weighing each other up. Brilliant.
4 hours.
You have one. Lock every other entrance
You
of
have
this
one.
facility. By the time they get inside, we'll be gone.
At least someone has a plan. Well done, Obi-Wan. They should have used the Imperial landing shuttles though. That would have been cool. What are those new ones, the black troopers at the front? Them ones. Not the Rogue One Death Forces. Shout him again. See, just when I was thinking she looks cool walking down there, and then you have a lightsaber to open the door. And may the Force be with you. Bail? It's gotta be Bail. So the droid is her droid Lola's, named after Carrie Fisher's pet bird.
I pray you're safe, Obi-Wan. Both of you.
They make just Bail Organa, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin, they just make me feel a certain way. Then everything else, it's just like a connection to like my younger self. It's really strange, really cool.
Paying their way taxes for the calls. They lied.
See, it's all about other people again. They're wasting valuable Kenobi time.
So now I do this.
It makes me think how unsuccessful Order 66 actually was, seeing how many Jedi actually escaped. Like, Palpatine had every single Jedi done, and Anakin, and the clones. It sort of diminishes the effectiveness of, and the importance of that order. There was enough Jedi there still alive to make it the Jedi Order again. I mean, didn't Reva's ship go down with the guns pointing directly at the door? I love that it's got a bowcaster. Obi-Wan does like a hello there moment. That'd be brilliant.
Was. Back on Daiu, how did you know that?
She's a
Too
young.
young to have known him. Unless you were there.
It doesn't matter where I was.
The night of Order 66, you were a youngling. That's how you knew you saw him.
Stop.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness me. Oh, oh my god. Bloody hell. Are we actually seeing this? All these years? Wow. I just don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. Did that just happen? Wow. I've never in a million years would I have thought we've seen that. Ever. Never would have thought that.
You're hunting him. Let me help you.
Right. That's quite interesting. I quite like that. She's on a revenge mission. I like that. I congratulate that story. Thank you. Interesting. Well done, Obi. I'd love to have seen him do it. Jump down and hello the Stormtroopers. This is awesome. I'm loving this so much. That's it. Faster movements, Obi-Wan. That's what we like. I mean, they're sort of point blank and they're sort of missing each other still. Just imagine if that was you in Battlefront. Force push, force jump, you'd go crazy. He's gonna pick up the lightsabers. For sure. He is gonna do it. And have his moment, which would be quite nice. Lightsaber Obi. Use it. I don't know. I like that loading droid. Go on, Obi-Wan. We've seen you swing that lightsaber around like a master again. That's really sad. That was quite emotional, that scene. It was very well done. I mean, what would be a cool scene if all of them pick up lightsabers? They're just sitting there.
He is already ours.
There's no way out, Master. Admit you are beaten.
I love that. Just the transition between Tycho the Clones.
Roger. Look out for her, will you?
Just the way he moves, it's just so Obi-Wan. Interesting. I like that she's mechanically minded like her father. That's nice to see. It's a good touch.
You'll see is me.
I was a stormtrooper. Standing there. What's going on now? Just the best. Just the best. Like the lightsaber combat is just brilliant. I love it so much.
Gone. It's over.
It's just awesome. So cool. It's just brilliant. I love it so much. Now's your chance. Do it, Reva. It's now or never. Do it. Shields are up. Take this. And this. Still a Star Destroyer just waiting there for you. Vader's gonna find that, isn't he? I love the music. brilliant. It just gives, oh my goodness me. That is just a masterpiece. That is so good. That is just so great. Wow. This is what we want to see. Wow.
A Padawan you will still be.
Take me back to the prequels, please. Wow. You've done it now.
He was wise.
He hasn't even ignited his lightsaber. That's how strong he is. This is brilliant. This is so cool. I love this. That's better. And that's better as well. That is brilliant. Like he's just doing it for sport. He's just teasing it. Wow. This is just the best. I love this. Probably promote it. Wow.
Youngling. You are of no fun.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Sam,
Revenge.
that was awesome.
Our hyperdrive is down. And they're behind.
Everybody, hyperdrive's down there behind us. Panic! She knew it was Bale.
Boy,
Oh my god.
What is it?
Obi-Wan senses it. Oh, we're here. Oh my god. Bravo! Bravo! I loved. Well, that was just amazing. It was just, you know, I just wanted it to be something special in the last two episodes, and I wasn't expecting anything like that. And that is exactly what I wanted in this show. It encompassed everything that I wanted. The Vader scenes, the flashback scenes, the Luke references, it had Leia in there as well. I mean, it was just perfect. Like, I loved it so much. And the Grand Inquisitor just walking up at the end, like they planned it all along, was just the best. I can't believe, for one, that we saw Anakin and Obi-Wan, and to do that, so they're having a sparring duel and he's teaching Anakin still, and that sort of references to how they're fighting now, and it's sort of intertwined now and in the past. It was just, I loved it so much. It was so meaningful, and it worked so well for the characters, like developing both the characters, and that sort of, it just goes to show, like in the prequels, how much would it been appreciated back then? I don't know, but how much I would have loved to have seen them training together. I would love to have seen it so much, and all parts of the Jedi Temple, and seeing them, how you train a Jedi, and that would be really special to see, and it's even more special to see it now. It was just incredible, just absolutely amazing to see them together, not only together, but just sparring as well with some great lightsaber choreography as well. You could see it was respectful to Nick Gillard's. If he was brought in, I would never know, but it was respectful to his techniques. You could see the Attack of the Clones moves in there. So I really appreciate the special attention that has been placed in there, because I've been saying it throughout the other earlier episodes of the series, and now seeing it, how much that I appreciate that. Seeing it, it just makes me so happy. Even with the music as well, with Darth Vader where he's walking through the corridor, and you could hear the Imperial March, like sort of a section of it, but it's still present, like it's building up, and it's using that sort of melody and motif to complement Vader in the scene. It's stuff like that is really special to me. Like seeing the attention to detail and the thought that's gone into those small things just makes me oh man. And let's talk about the elephant in the room. Of course, the Order 66 scene where we actually see Anakin Skywalker go after the younglings. Now, that's something which I never would have thought we have seen ever. And they've sort of teased it, but I never thought we'd actually see Anakin there like in the early episodes. I thought that was it with the flashbacks. But it just makes perfect sense. And I love that Reva was a youngling, and she's got a personal vendetta against Vader, and I'm not quite sure what's going on with her at the moment now, but I loved the fact that she had the same vision of Vader, Anakin and Vader just coming towards her, and it's almost what she's been trying to avoid, what she's been fearing, what she's trying to get revenge on. It all makes perfect sense. She is not in my eyes, she's not part of the Empire. She's not a normal Inquisitor. That to me is why she's acted sporadic. That's why she shouts, because she's not trained like the Empire would be. Like, she's going on this mission to get Vader, so she's completely unbalanced. In my eyes, like in the Force, she doesn't know if she's good, she doesn't know if she's bad, she's gone on her own personal mission. So, yeah, I think there's the bad things which have happened to her, I think, justifies her just doing what she's doing. It's just all over the place. And now, for me, I like that. Like, it makes sense. Now, I think what they probably should have done now, they can never do it. They can never have like an ending for someone in Star Wars. But I think that should have been an end. Like, Vader had finished her, and that was it. If Obi-Wan was going to come back and help her, then he would have done. Don't think that's going to happen. The fact that he's sensing that now she is going to be on Tatooine going after Luke, and he senses the danger, that gives me comfort as well, knowing that he's always able to sense danger for Luke Skywalker. So he is in tune with the Force. Like, he's very powerful still to be able to do that, and he knows when something's going to happen to Luke. So that's what makes me feel comforted, knowing that he's off on these adventures and he hasn't forgotten about Luke. I mean, sure, it would have been great to sort of reference something like a little bit earlier on, say if there was something getting a little bit too close to Luke and he sort of, senses it, but then maybe Uncle Owen sorts something out, and then Obi-Wan's like, but it's just to show that he's in tune with everything that's going on in the homestead, that because Luke Skywalker is of utmost importance for Obi-Wan Kenobi. Just something like that, as opposed to sort of near the end, would be really cool to see. But yeah, this was everything was jam-packed in this episode, which is kind of how I wanted every episode to be. So I think the first episode I've rewatched a couple of times. I loved it. I love it. Has the Star Wars feel. This episode's certainly going to be like that. Episode 2 was, it's okay, but these are the episodes which, once you utilize all the things which have been given to you, this is an episode which personifies how great it could be. It encompasses character growth, great music, great action, great spectacles, great lore. This is what a Star Wars fan would want. And as you could probably tell by my reaction, which I was not expecting pretty much all the things which took place in there to happen, which was just a bonus. So to see this sort of Vader and And the Obi flashbacks, or Anakin and Obi flashbacks, was just special. You know, to me, the prequel was just super fan. It was just so special and just exactly what I wanted to see. And whoever's idea it was to do that sort of lightsaber duel was, yeah, I think that was just really good. And congratulations to you. I thought it was really well directed as well. It's strange how some of the episodes they're sort of different. Like the last episode didn't sort of feel like this, and knowing that they could have made it more episodes like this, that if all the episodes were like this one, this would be just the most exciting thing ever. I would never get bored or tired of flashbacks with Obi and Anakin. I think that could have been used throughout, to be honest, to see character growth. Not just today's flashback could have been them dueling, but the earlier flashbacks could have been then Obi-Wan talking about something wise and seeing Anakin's troubles and how he thinks a bit differently, more like Vader as opposed to a Jedi. Those would have been really good scenes to have as constant growth flashbacks to justify Anakin's sort of way of thinking and how he's always sort of been sort of troubled or seen a different point of view as a normal Jedi, as the other Jedi when he was younger. That would have been really cool to see, and I would have loved that so much. But yeah, I mean, the fact that it was used here, I'm just... There's always a thing where you want more, and I want more, and now I can't wait what's going to happen in the final episode. Are we going to get another series? Is that actually going to happen? I don't know if is that really going to happen? It must do, because Obi-Wan has to commune with Yoda somehow, because that's the character growth that we need to see, how he learns how to become a Force ghost, and how he's more at peace with everything. As we see him as Ben Kenobi in A New Hope. That would have been, yeah, if they're going to fit that in the last episode, then that's going to be magical. How Obi-Wan's going to keep everyone away from Tatooine, I don't know. Vader's not going to go there. He can't go there. But Reva might. And now she's sort of disconnected from Vader. There's no advantage, really, to give away Luke's position. But yeah, I think this is something's going to happen which is going to cause the ultimate resentment between Owen and Obi, and yeah, I'm sort of very interested. I mean, you're touching upon something which is so delicate and special, and this is Luke Skywalker, a boy Luke Skywalker, and it's going to be really sort of heartfelt. And if he interacts with Obi-Wan, I mean, that's going to be great, because he does, like, he knows of old Ben Kenobi. Old Ben, yeah. So they might have that interaction, in which case it's going to be really special. But I just hope like the last episode is like 2 hours long, and he goes off to Dagobah, and I think that would really wrap it up nicely, where he protects Luke from Reva, he senses peace, then he's called by Yoda to go to Dagobah, and there he sees Qui-Gon Jinn. There he becomes the sort of fulfilled Jedi. I mean, stuff like this I would have focused more on the emotions of Obi-Wan earlier on. And it's been sort of, we've seen him not develop, and then sort of the last episode, it's like he's changed loads. And that I'm not satisfied with, but everything else is, everything we've seen today, incredible and amazing. And I love it. And now it makes sense why we see Hayden Christensen in all the interviews, because I was getting worried that he was just being used as to reel you in as a technique. But yeah, that was really nice. And I'm just so happy that they got to do that together, like both of them. And I'm pretty sure on the LED screen as well, so hopefully they would have felt like they're in the Jedi Temple on Coruscant, which would just be really nice. I'm so happy for Hayden Christensen, Obi-Wan Kenobi. They are my heroes as a child. Like, I've always grown up with them in mind, which is kind of a weird thing to say, really, just sort of made up characters. But to me, the Jedi were role models, idols, and everything. And their relationship is like their family almost, like to all of us. Where you've grown up with them, they hold a place within you, which no other sort of franchise movie thing ever does. Like, it never quite gets there, but yeah, it's just, there's something special there, the chemistry between them both, and it's just so nice to see them back together. Yeah, so this is a really great step in the right direction, this episode. I loved every moment of it. And now is the time for you to tell me everything you thought about this episode, what you loved about it. I mean, I know what you loved about it, but tell me literally everything. All your thoughts, put them down below. What you thought of it, if you would have changed anything, how you reacted to seeing them actually do the flashbacks and Order 66 and things like that. Yeah, tell me all. I want to read it all. Hope you enjoyed my trailer action. Like this video if you did. Subscribe if you're not. Take care of yourself. Cannot believe we've got one more episode and that is it. I'm so excited for next week. Take care of yourself. Remember, the Force will be with you.